William Shakespeare's tragic play Macbeth explores the concept of how a respected person becomes corrupt with the promises of greatness. Lured by the witch's prophecies of greatness and his wife's determination to seize the throne, the audience witnessed the transformation of Macbeth from hero to villain. The first we hear of Macbeth in the play is the report of a bloodied soldier who describes him as brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name, showing the audience that he is originally a courageous and noble man. Not long after Macbeth meets the three witches who predict that Macbeth will be king, he is met with the news that King Duncan has bestowed upon him the title of Thane of Cawdor. In Act 1, Scene 3, we see how uncomfortable yet tempted he is by the witch's prophecies coming true. This is seen when he says, "This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good," which makes it clear that Macbeth is fascinated by the prophecies, but knows the witches cannot be trusted as they are from a source of evil. Further, we still see Macbeth contemplating what seems to be the unthinkable later in the act. If it were done, 'tis were done quickly, catch that seize success, that but this blow might be the be-all and end-all. To the readers, it seems that Macbeth is arguing, or at least hoping that this will be the only murder. Yet despite Macbeth's best hopes, Duncan's murder isn't by any means the be-all and end-all. It is only the start. Shakespeare's use of anathesis creates tension by portraying conflict through the thoughts and emotions, indicating that nothing is as it seems and that the seed of greatness is enough for Macbeth to start plotting evil deeds. Although eventually Macbeth does make the decision to murder Duncan, it is not without the strong chastising from Lady Macbeth. Once Macbeth returns home after hearing the prophecy, he is determined not to murder Duncan. "We will proceed no further in this business. I am his kinsman and his subject." Nevertheless, Lady Macbeth stops at nothing in driving her husband to murder Duncan. At first taunting his manliness. "Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself?" she scoffs. Then claiming that she would dash the brains out of their own child had she undertaken to do so, forcing Macbeth to commit the evil act. Lady Macbeth's ability to become such a powerful influence in the script shows how ambition for the throne has created a threatening and ruthless individual. In addition, on receiving the news of Duncan staying the night, she declares to the spirits to "unsex me here, stop up thy access and passage the remorse," perceiving that being unsexed and inhumane are the same to her, one and the same thing. She also intends to pour her own spirits in Macbeth's ear when he returns home from battle. Literally, she means she's going to fill her husband's ear with the harsh words that will help convince him to take action against Duncan. In Lady Macbeth's mind, being woman interferes with her evil plans. Femininity means compassion and kindness, while masculinity is synonymous with duress, cruelty. Macbeth fully understands that his actions are evil, but is persuaded to act against his better judgment by Lady Macbeth. After Macbeth kills Duncan, he immediately feels remorse. "I heard a voice cry, 'Sleep no more!' Macbeth does not murder sleep. The innocent sleep." Yet slowly the guilt turns into terror that the crime will be discovered. The vision of the ocean stained crimson by Duncan's assassination is too gruesomely extravagant to be true. Will all the great Neptune's oceans wash this blood? The multitude seas incarnadine, making the green one red? However, when Macbeth's coronation supper is interrupted by the glory ghost of the recently murdered Banquo, the time has been that when the brains were out, the man would die. He becomes baffled and panicked, heading to the three witches that prophesies that none of the woman born shall harm Macbeth. Before leaving, he sees the consequence of Banquo's descendants stretching out to "thy crack o' doom." Macbeth shouts, indicating Macbeth's tipping point in becoming a tyrant. Macbeth no longer feels guilty and that there's nothing he could change. All he could do before he died was to drag as many lives into the abyss of evil with him. Furthermore, Shakespeare's use of symbolism is abundantly used in exemplifying the overall theme of the murder. The image of blood plays an important role of representing Macbeth's guilt and shame about his horrific crime. Hallucinations also portray the guilt he feels. We see Macbeth become a man at war with himself, his infinite honor battling his ambition. Macbeth no longer feels the need to advise for Lady Macbeth and does not hesitate to order the murder of others who he perceives may threaten his kingship.